Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. I want to say a special thank you and an appreciation to everyone who have subscribed to the YouTube channel, who have shared the links, who have put in a like, who have dropped a comment. I see your comments. They're really encouraging. Thank you for the kind words. I see them. Thank you. Now, remember what we do on this channel. We are building a community of intentional and conscious parents who are interested and vested in building a brighter future for their children. That's what we're doing here. We're a community of support. We're providing you with up-to-date information that help you take informed decisions as it concerns your child's education and overall well-being. So, for posterity's sake, welcome. Today we will be discussing a very essential topic, and it is what to look out for when looking for a secondary school for your child in the UK. It is important that you have all the information that you need concerning this particular stage of life of your child. As an immigrant, as someone who even if you're not an immigrant in the UK, this is information that's important so that you're not just picking a school, you're making an informed decision when it comes to picking a school for your children. So today I'm going to be putting a step by step what you need to know, what you need to do when school shopping. I call it school shopping for your child. Now, before we proceed, I'll just like to put out some keywords that will make you understand while talking when we use those keywords while we're discussing this particular issue. Number one is Ofsted, spelled O-F-S-T-E-D, and it reads out as Office for Standards in Education, Children's Services and Skills. This is a non-ministerial department under His Majesty's government, and the report to the Parliament. Now, the responsibility of this office is to inspect and regulate all educational institutions providing educational services to children of all learning ages. Okay, so that's what Ofsted is. Number two is catchment area. Catchment area is the geographical zones around the school. Admissions usually prioritize children who live in catchment areas, that is, geographical zones around the school. So I will be using these words a lot while explaining what you need to do, what you need to be aware of as you look for a school for your child. Now back to the topic of the day. What are the things you need to look out for? I'll start with number one. One of the things you need to be aware of or look out for when looking for a school for your child is you need to know what you want for your child. What are your goals for your child? You need to have this defined, and this will help you in, making the right decision. Now, what you consider when you're looking at what you want for your child is you want to know if the resources, the facilities are available for the support that your child needs in their educational journey. You want to know that this is available in the schools. You also need to identify if your child will be needing more support in one area or the other. Or better still, if you want your child to have a particular skill and if the school is able to give that to your child. So what you start to do is research schools in your area. And one of the ways that you begin to research schools in your area is you need to understand location. Okay, so these are the things that I would naturally look out for when school shopping, especially high school for my child. One, Ofsted ratings. Remember, we said Ofsted is the Office for Standards in Education, Children's Services and Skills, and they're responsible for the inspection and regulation of all institutions providing educational services for learners of all age groups. Now you want to know the ratings of the school, and I'll show you how that goes on in the next moment. Number two, another thing you want to be looking out for is the location. Now, just before I tell you how you can go about all of this um, fact finding mission, you must know the importance of the Ofsted ratings and the location of the school. You have to understand that. Now, what is the importance of the Ofsted ratings? Now, a high Ofsted ratings usually would imply a higher standard of education, a high quality of education. One of the parameters that the Ofsted usually would work with when inspecting a school is also um, behavior and attitude, student behavior and attitude. And you want your child to be in a school that has a good rate of discipline going on. You want your child to be in a school where other children are well behaved. Okay, you don't want your child going to school where they pick up bad behavior or the like. So you want to check that in the Ofsted ratings. I will show you how that is done. Okay. Also, you want to know that the leadership of the school is one that is responsible, one that is, pristine in how organized they are in ensuring that your child is safe, the environment is good enough for your child. Okay, good. So those are the importance of looking at the hostel ratings. What's the importance of location? Number one, less travel time. Your child is on the road less when the school is closer to the house. The child has more time, to participate in after school activities. For instance, if the school is really far from your home, then your child isn't able to participate because, you want your child to be home safe and on time. Also, the closer the school is to the home, the easier it is for parents to participate in parents' meetings and events. Another importance of location is less travel costs, whether driving or public transport. Now, I'll just, take a jump to location. Now, when you have gone through uh, the steps I will show you, a way to compare location and understand if you fall within the catchment area of the school is going on your Google map, put in the address of the school, as you've seen in the video. If you've done that, you put in the address in on Google and you find out what's the distance. Okay, I will let you know what the distance the is for your catchment area, no matter where you are in the UK. In the next slide of this video. So pay attention, stay tuned. Once again, I want to remind you to subscribe, share to people that you think will find this information really important. Watch the on-screen demonstration to find out the Ofsted ratings and location of schools close to you.
So here's my screen. You would go to gov.uk, and then when that comes up, you go to school performance. You type in school performance in the search box that comes up, and then it brings you to this screen. Okay, so when it gets you to this screen, what you're looking for is the compare the performance of schools and colleges in England, and you click. So when you get on this page, you can see compare the performance of schools and colleges in England. Here you can search for primary, secondary and special needs schools and colleges near you and compare their performance. This comparison is supposed to give you information that will help you make informed decisions. Okay, so here you can view and download exam and test results, Ofsted's reports, financial information. Now, you can find information on schools in Scotland, schools in Wales, and schools in Northern Ireland on a separate website. Okay, this information here is for schools in England. So now you click on Start Now. Just follow my cursor Start now brings you onto this page. Search for schools, colleges, and multi-academy trusts. Okay, so these are the details here. Okay, find a school or college, find a multi-academy trust. What you want to do is find a school or college. Okay, so once you've highlighted that, we come down here to location. Okay, remember that one of the parameters that you can use, very important parameter, is location. So you come here and you put in your, you can use this, use your current location here. You can use this if you want. However, you can also come here and put in a postcode. Okay, so let's assume we're using the postcode, let's say M16. And here in this box, the miles radius, remember we have to pick a school in our catchment area, and this is usually between 1, 2, 3 miles. For the purpose of this, we're going to be looking at 3 miles. This is how to search for a school for your child, especially secondary school. Okay, you can search like we saw in the previous screen. You can search for primary, secondary, special schools, and colleges. Okay, so here we're searching for secondary school. Okay, so we found several matches, but let's start with what's up here. Good. So it brings us to all of the schools here. Now, there are filters to make our browsing, more economical, time saving. There are filters. If you're searching for a primary school, you just go straight on here, click primary. If you're searching for a college, you could go on to 16 to 18 to search for a college. And if usually, the secondary school your child is in does this for you. Okay, so we are looking at a secondary education. Okay, now we have that filter. We go on to further filters. Remember, within a radius of 3 miles, so it means from 1 to 3 miles covered here. We know we're searching for secondary. Now, I have done a video, that will be the next video we'll be doing, on the differences between all of the schools. You see the schools that have been highlighted: an independent school, this means a private school, special schools, special needs, SEND. Some of the schools you'll be seeing, this is a special and independent. That means it's a private school that's for SENDs. Okay, you just see the highlights up there. But let's see now. Ofsted ratings. Remember, I mentioned that what the Ofsted ratings is for. So we want to be looking at outstanding and good. You don't want to come to requires improvement or inadequate. Okay, so we're looking at outstanding or good ratings from Ofsted. All right, see, this is another filter here. School type: do you want an academy? Do you want a maintained school? You see, all of this is another topic for another day, the differences between the types of schools in the UK. So here you decide what school you want, but I'm just going to leave this now. If you need clarity, click on the question mark. It will tell you all of this. There's a full video that, after this one, that I'm going to be posting and just highlighting all of the differences, the pros and the cons. You should stay tuned. Okay, now we move on to pupil sex. We're going to go with the mixed. I'm going to leave this religious characters. I'm going to leave this up. But if you have special interest, say you want an Anglican school, a Catholic school, an Islam school, you make your pick. For the sake of this video, what we're doing now is we've put up all of our filters. So we just pick a school. You can see the Ofsted ratings. You can see Trinity Church of England High School. That's the postcode. Secondary and 16 to 18. It means here they have college. Usually in high schools, it is year 7 to year 11. But schools that have 16 to 18 means that they have the sixth form. Okay, usually we have 5 forms in high school, but schools that have 16 to 18 means they have the sixth form. And I will do a video explaining what the sixth form is, so just stay tuned. So let's pick on a school. We see Didsbury High School. It says outstanding. Let's check it out. So we're just going to click Didsbury and we're going to look at the Ofsted report. Everything is just here for you. All you need to know is how to find it. Remember, we are intentional parents looking out for our children, ensuring that they get the best. So we're not just doing things for the sake of doing it. You're doing it intentionally, securing the future of your children. Okay. See, now let's look at the Ofsteds. Good. Now this is a recent inspection and it is outstanding. So there are different parameters that the Ofsted, and I believe I might have explained what Ofsted is. So this school, Didsbury High School, has an outstanding rating, and this is the most recent, 30th of January 2024. And these are the parameters that they look out for. Quality of education, fantastic. Behavior and attitude. You want your child to attend a school where discipline is maintained, okay? Personal development, outstanding. Leadership and management, outstanding. Sixth form provision, outstanding. If I was living in Didsbury, I will be going for the school, really. This is beautiful to see. And you can see all of the reports. If you want to go further, yes, you can download this so you can read further details. Okay, good. And it's part of a trust. It's an academy. It's part of a trust. Please stay tuned for my next videos. You'll be seeing a breakdown of what an academy trust is and the likes. Okay, I will be breaking all of that down. So we're going to go back now. Usually every school has secondary data to know what band the school falls into, but for some reason we don't have that detail here. However, what I have seen is good enough for me. Remember, you can go on to other schools and you will find this. Okay, so let me see if I can show you this. Back to search results. Let me show you what you do, and then we'll come back to Didsbury High. So this inspection was done in 2022, and usually the Ofsted inspection is usually done every 4 years. So the next inspection for this school will be 2026. So let's check it out. Manchester Academy. Now you can view the Ofsted report like we did Didsbury, and you can see quality of education good, behavior and attitude good, personal development good, leadership and management good. All of this you can download for further details. It's also part of a trust. Okay, so now we go back, and here you can view the final results of pupils who completed Key Stage 4. View progress score, banding, average, which is good. So this banding explains, comparison with what's obtainable in other schools where the school falls in and its average, which is good, So let's go back to the focus of the video. This High School. So I want to show you that after you have decided on a school, let's assume, we're going with Didsbury High School. Guys, this is just a random postcode. So, and it's just picking on Manchester. This can be done everywhere: Birmingham, Liverpool, Leeds, London, anywhere. Okay, as long as you're in England. So once you think this is what you want to do, straight off, school website, show more school details. Can you see it? Okay. Now you go on to school website. And when you get school information, you go to admissions, and there you have it. Application deadlines, everything. All you need to do is up here. This is what you need to do. These are the step-by-step process that you need to go through to help your children in their search for schools around. Wherever you are, this is applicable as long as you're in England.
Welcome back. So once you've done all of that, another thing you want to look out for is the school culture. What's the school culture like? You can find out about this by visiting the school and having, in-person interaction with the school. Look around, see what the environment is like. You would like it would be a good idea to also go with a child who will be attending the school. Another thing you want to be aware of is that the school has a strong anti-bullying policy. How you can find out about this is having conversations when you go for the open day activities. When you visit the school, you can ask questions. You can also check reviews of the school online on the website, so you're sure that the school has a good anti-bullying policy that makes sure that your child is safe in that school. Okay. You also want to be aware of the extracurricular activities in the school in case your child has a particular extracurricular interest. That's also very important. Remember, education is not just what you do in the classroom, it's everything that makes you a better person and everything that makes you realize your dreams and full potential in life. So, very important extracurricular activity. Also, you need to be aware if there are special programs that will be helping your child, special programs like speech therapy, language integration for your child. Okay, because as an immigrant, it's important that your child is able to integrate properly as it concerns how they speak, understanding the English language and their interaction. So you need to check that the school has provision for your child, in speech therapy, language integration. Also, special needs education. You want to know that they have the resources or the plans for that. So you're not just taking your child just to any school. There are schools that have all of that, and you want to make sure that your child has the best of education. You need this information to make that decision. Okay, one more thing is you need to be aware of the um, application dates. Okay, application dates, I need to know when to begin to do this. Usually, in the UK, you need to start checking out this information once your child is in year five. Okay, not the year of year six, once your child is in year five. Usually, most schools' admissions windows usually would open up between July, August, September, and October of the first few months of year six, or you need to have had all of this information so that once the window is open, the last few months of year five, the first few months of year six. So you need to be aware of all of this so that you're, in time for your application. If you don't do it in time, then you don't have a choice. You just have to go to school that your child is taken to. However, if you're well informed, then you will make, a well informed choice as it concerns your child's secondary school education. Now we have come to the end of today's um, video. I hope that it has been informative for you as I intended it to be. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments below. And remember to share the video with other parents or people that you think will find this information useful. Once again, my name is Kenny, and this is for posterity's sake. Until next time.